everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Welcome back to my channel, any returning subscribers, and welcome any new subscribers. If you do happen upon my channel by accident and you like what you see, I'd be very grateful if you could subscribe and hit that bell so that you get any notifications in the future of any new videos that I do. Today we're doing another episode of the Lapbook folio journal. I had one episode, one video that I accidentally deleted, as I said in my previous video. So, you know, that cut out a bit of a chunk, but temporarily I've wrapped this around, this lovely seam binding. I may use that as a closure, I'm not sure yet. Haven't finished the front cover yet. But one thing I forgot to tell you that I had done in the video that I accidentally deleted was to put the elastic in here. So on video I'd punched a hole here and I punched a hole here, used a crocodile and tied some elastic in. And I'll just show you. The elastic is here, like so, and I followed Carol at Carol's Recrafted Boutique, and I've put it in twice so that we've got two, so you can put a notebook in. So this notebook is from Sweet Vintage Prints out of their Cosmos kit. So I thought I printed these double-sided, and I thought it would make a nice little notebook in keeping with the theme of the scrapbook pad that we're using, which is the Cosmos scrapbook pad. So this goes in here in the middle, and then you've got the opportunity then to put something else in alongside it there, and there's plenty of room. And also you can replace this with another notebook if you fill it up. So I thought that was a really nice idea. So I wanted to just show you that today because I forgot to mention it in my last video when I was telling you what I'd done in the video I deleted. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. So we've got this made out of Amazon packaging. We've made a journal card for this one, which says "I love you to the moon and back" with journaling space, and then a little pocket out of the kit, and that's got some paper in I showed you last time. We've got a corner pocket I made on this side, and then we've got this gate fold here, which has a nice journal card in, and these are double-sided pages from this Cosmos scrapbook pad, and there are only 10 in the pad, and they're all double-sided with journaling spots on the back, so I'm leaving them. I'm not making them any thicker than they already were. I've just added a tab top made on my sewing machine. So there's a lot of embellishing still to do, and then we've got envelope here, and I thought we'd put this onto a piece of something to make a nice journal card to go in here, so we'll do that today. And we've got a side tuck here, so we need a journal card to go in there. In these white envelopes, which I distressed myself, I want to do some collaging using this, and in here I've put one of the circles out of the kit. And again, this is another one that I want to make a journal card with this piece for this today. And there's another circle in that one there, and then we're going to collage that one as well with this. So I'm going to probably put this on the back here. I made a pocket, we haven't got a journal card in there yet, and then I made a flip down last time with some journaling paper inside, like so. And this again is going to be made into a journal card, as I said previously. Then we've got the notebook, and then this side we've got our belly band with 3 pieces from the kit. I made a triple banner. Triple banner in a previous video, and that's movable, and that just keeps things under there, so I didn't want to cover up this lovely owl. This is another pocket I've made previously, and again I've topped them with some pieces I sewed on the machine. And this is a flip out, and I noticed when I was looking at it yesterday that this is the only side that doesn't have anything on it, so this needs something making for it. Not sure what we're going to do with that yet. I may leave it for now, think about that. I've got a side tuck here with some tags from the kit in, and a triple pocket here, so these need things to go in those. Another notebook, because it's a scrappy notebook here, it's on this side, and then it all closes back up like this, and then we haven't got anything on the back either. And I may put some ribbon or lace, I think, down these ends. There's still quite a bit to do. I will do quite a bit off camera, I think. I think this might be the last episode where we actually do some making some ephemera for it, and then I will do the rest off camera, and then probably the next time you see it you'll have a proper flip through. Right, so let's get started. So I thought we'd take this one and this one out to make some bigger journal cards for those. So what I want to do is I'm just going to measure roughly what size I want. So I don't want it to, I want it to fit in the envelope, so I don't want it to come to the top or to the bottom. So actually a 6-inch tall card and maybe 4-inch wide, so 6x4 I think would be perfect. So let's find 2 6x4 pieces that we can use. Okay, so now I've got some scrap bits here. Let's see, what size is this one? Probably not tall enough. That's 5.5. This is the ever folded piece, but actually, you know, maybe we could pop something on the back of this, perhaps. Make a 6x4. Well, actually 6x4 is not going to give me much space. I think I'd have to make it a bit wider or cut these down a bit. This one's slightly smaller because I did cut the border off. So let me cut the border off of here. Let's get the chopper out. Hope everyone's doing okay. It's today's Sunday. Paddy dogs with Daddy. I don't know, I think Daddy's got the rest of his radio show to do at some point today, so I will only have the craft room for part of today. So we've rounded the corners of this one, so I'll do the same with this one. Let's get that down. Yes, I haven't done much. We did some gardening yesterday. You know, it's not been brilliant weather. We've had quite a lot of morning frost. It's been really, really sharp. You know, scraping the car sharp. Just going to distress around with the Tim Holtz weathered wood. And this is the one I've used throughout, so I think I've already done that one. Right, okay, just give that a bit more ink around the front. Okay, all right, so that's one potential piece. We've got this one here, which is the other side of the back page, so that's one potential. It'd be nice to have something on there that shows the owl off. That's quite nice. I love all this effect on here. So we might, what wide is this? So this is, well, this is 6.5 inches tall, and it is 8.5 inches wide. So we could do 4 1/4 and make 2 out of these. So let's do that. 8.5. So 4 and about there. So let's get the chopper back on board. Just cut this down. I have to make sure I know which is the mark, because the paper's got so many bits in the background, you know, collaging bits. It's hard to know. Right, that's okay. So let's bring the folio back in and see. Yeah, so they need some taking off. Okay. So we'll just see which side, top or bottom. Okay, I think we'll do them. One's tiny bit wider than the other, but it doesn't matter. I think we'll take off that much. It's a guesstimate. Okay, have to just keep trying it. You mustn't assume it's going to fit, and I've done that too many times and then found it doesn't. So you want it to kind of go in and out fairly easily, because that one is on that side there, so that fits in nicely. But it's a bit awkward, because the envelope is that way round, the opening of it. Yeah, so ideally it would be better to go in that way. Just try that again. Maybe if I round the corners it would help it. So we'll give it a go. And not rounding the corners on every piece, because I like a variety. I do like rounded corners, having said that. Right. So I think it makes a huge difference. So that's much easier to get in and out like that. Okay. Right, so I'm sure this one will fit. We will see, it's much easier this side. Right, okay. Let's pop that to one side and bring back these pieces and get rid of our rubbish as we go along. Bring back our distress oxide. Had to use up our leave. We have leave up to the end of March. That's our annual leave year, and we get the call from management to take a look at what leave you've got left, and you have to actually use it up. You can only carry it over really in special circumstances. I think obviously the frontline clinicians are being allowed to carry some over, or possibly be paid for it. Depends really, it's at discretion of the management, because they're the ones that have not had an opportunity to have much time off really, in view of what's been going on. So let's see which one This is direction, it's got some script, so I don't know if you can see that. It's quite a busy paper in the background. It's very nice. So let's see which one goes better on which. So I'll try that one on there. So I think that one tends to get lost a bit, in my opinion. So I think we'll put them on here like so. And I think we will put something in the background. So let's have a look, see what we've got. Oh, that's just my chime I've got hanging up. Any slight breeze and it tends to start ringing. So I thought maybe if we put it on some little bit of this showing, it'd be quite nice. Just at the sides. They don't have to be identical. Gosh, this is very tough, this music paper. Little piece of music about a snail. Okay. So I was thinking maybe having a bit showing either side, or just maybe one side. So let's have a look. Let's take a piece off for this one, and maybe have that coming out of there, just to give it a bit of interest. And perhaps we will do something different on this one. We could have something coming out of the side down the bottom. So that's quite nice to start with. Okay. What else have we got? We've got some of this lined paper that has blotches in the background, which is quite nice. So I'm thinking of doing maybe a little bit of collaging. So I think just take this edge off. I have no plan as usual. I'm just going with the flow. I quite like doing that. See where it takes me. You never know. Get quite pleasing results sometimes. So I quite like that. And let's see what else have we got for this one. So we could have I wish there was a pair of scissors that you could buy that did this rough tearing of the edge, or simulated it, if you know what I mean, because I feel that I'm wasting a lot of the paper by, you know, doing all that. But that's quite nice. I like the colours. Right, okay. Get rid of those, I might keep those. Okay, right. Do we want anything else? What else have we got? I've got some blue digital paper that's has blue in the background. Well, this is a nice piece. These are scraps from a digital sheet. It's quite nice. So have a look and see what a piece of this would look like. So it's nice to use up your scraps, especially if we have a piece there, maybe like that. quite like that. Let's put that over there. And then this one, maybe we'll just have a piece that kind of goes down there like that. I quite like that. Right, that's it. I'm going to put those on. Got rid of a few more little scraps. I've got this piece of scrapbook paper left over from my heritage stack, one of the sheets from that, and I like the numbers on it. I was thinking maybe cutting out something. I had another piece here somewhere. Got a pile of bits at the side of me just for using as collaging. So let's see, I thought I had another piece with a couple of numbers on over here. Let's have a quick look, because it depends on the colours, you see. Okay, oops, so that's pushed it right. I'm wondering whether these would be too big, or are they the wrong colours? I'm not sure. Yeah, now I've got them up against it, I'm not too keen. Okay, so we'll leave that. Get the Tracy Fox labels out. Well, they're predominantly hers. As I say, I have put other labels in them now because I like to have them all in one place. So we're having that there, kind of like that. Okay, so just want something. And I've got some bits in here from the kit. So I've got words, phrases really. Not the one with the bird on. Got a couple of stamps. Some stickers. Those are my tabs, so we could use a couple of those for tabs on the side. I made some scruffy tabs this time. Nothing in there that grabs me really. What's this? So I mean, I have got these words. Those who believe in magic will never, who don't believe in magic will never find it. That's quite nice. If we move that up a bit, have that there on that one. And the other one I had was Trust the Magic of New Beginnings, which we could have kind of here. One has the moon on and one has the sun. Have I got anything else? I've got this one, but it has a bird on it. The beauty of nature is everywhere, but I didn't want the bird and the wolf on the same. I just didn't feel that kind of went really. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else before we make our minds up in the actual kit. So having a quick look. So I know that some of the kit pages, well, I call them kit, but the scrapbook pages had the odd word on, which would be quite nice to be in keeping with. So this is the Stamperia kit scrapbook pad, and it's called Cosmos, for those who haven't been watching. No, I think Oh, here's another one. We are all stardust. Now that would be nice. Which one? I think those actually would be quite nice. So let's use those. And then have we got a couple of little numbers in here that might be blue or not. So we've got this one. That's a nice one. And what else have we got? I know I'm always scurrying through this, but I don't really want to put them anywhere else because I quite like them all in one place. You know, I thought about maybe trying to put them into something in size order, but then I thought, I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to use half of them. I just forget, you know, that I've got them. And then you kind of, in here, even though they're all mixed up, I know that they are all kind of labels of one description or another. And so I'm just happier to have them in here, really. And it's nice to familiarize, can't say the word, familiarize yourself with what's in this box. Each time I go through them, I think, oh yes, I remember that one. So I've got that one. It says December. Oh, these have all fallen out. They're all green. I always find if I'm looking for a particular colour that I find every colour but the one I want. At the moment I'm finding all red and greens, and if I wanted a red or a green one I'd be finding blues, which is what I want now. So it's the way it goes, isn't it? Yes, so I've had to really try and fit in with my colleagues. You know, it's difficult when you've all got leave to use up, trying to all kind of fit round each other. It starts becoming, you know, a little bit difficult, but I've managed it. So I've got quite a few days off now between now and the end of March, which will be nice actually. I must admit I do feel tired, so tired. I've got my appointment through for my PBC annual checkup, which is, you know, obviously more than a year, but you know, I'm not complaining because I understand how difficult things are at the moment. So I feel blessed that I've got it, even though it's been cancelled already and moved to February from January. But you know, we just have to go with the flow. Right, so we've got these, so let's have a look. I'd quite like to have maybe, I don't know if I want that with December the 30th. So we could, I like this one. I thought maybe we'll have that one there. And perhaps we'll have one going that way. That's got quite a few numbers on. That's quite nice. Yeah, let's do that. Right. Okay. Right, so let's ink round these quickly. And I think I may snip the edges off. I can hear Paddy Dog outside the door. I've shut it completely so that he can't, as he headbutts it, come in. He knows I like to, you know, video in peace and quiet. He's probably gone in the bedroom now because I think the door's open, so he'll probably be doing his trampolining, training for the trampolining dog Olympics. If only. Right, so I like those better now. We've trimmed the corners, so just go around those. Yeah, so hubby's flying over to Southern Ireland at the very beginning of Feb to see his mum and dad, because you know they're not getting any younger, and it's nice for him to see them. And you know, we are planning to go over again for some time in the summer kind of months, like we did last year on the ferry with Paddy Dog. This time hopefully we'll get him sorted out. We're thinking of moving vets because we weren't impressed with them, the ones he's with now. We're not too impressed with them at all, actually, at the moment. They've kind of gone off the boil, so to speak. So let's just get these down. Yeah, so I think they have gone off the boil. So I wanted that kind of there, and this here, this down here, and this kind of underneath this one. That's why I didn't ink that. So that's where I want those. And then I may put this on some, let me get my fibre. So I want to put down a bit of this fibre. They're quite big. Let's have a look. See. So it would literally, is that going to be the right colour? I'm just going to cut a piece and see what I think. I might prefer an alternative. Oh, that's not bad. But then we possibly want one of these this side and one this side. I'm just going to bring the folio back in to see what have we actually got. What have we got either side? So we've got that paper there, so that's fine. And then this one, I've got that. It's going to impede it if I put that on. I think it will impede coming in and out. Not sure about this one, you know. I'm not sure. Whatever we do, we'll make these and we'll use them anyway. We'll definitely use one in that pocket, but I'm not sure about that pocket. I don't know whether I need to have a different arrangement for that one. Anyway, let's carry on. So yeah, quite like that. What alternatives have we got though? We need something quite wide, so we have, let's take that off for a minute. We have some of this, which I've already used, because there is this colour in these cards, or this one particularly. So if I had that like that, piece of that there, so we cut it there like so. And I quite like that. I actually prefer it. Right, okay, I've made that decision. Right, okay, let's, and then the piece would go, if we put this on, would go here. I'm thinking of making a couple of side tabs though, to be honest, and use these as clusters, because, well, we don't want to do a side tab on that one yet, because this is going to be for the pocket that we know is definitely going to be able to get in and out of that envelope easily, more easily. So let's see, what can we use as a side tuck, as a side tab rather. We could use some of this. Now I'm just going to cut this. I'm a bit, yeah, you're probably thinking I'm being a bit dithery, which I probably am. So make it this size, or this size. That's quite a nice size. So I'm just literally, I've cut any old square, but it's not even a square, rectangle, and I'm just going to shape it myself. So I'm just going to gently fold that over, but not crease it. So it's going to go on there like that. So I want to kind of shape these two sides, and I want to do them the same. So I'm just going to, because I've got it together, they will be identical. So I'm doing one like this now. That may have to go on first, so it's like that. So that's quite nice. Okay, we'll use that one. Or we can turn it round and have it like that. Which one do we prefer? I definitely prefer this. Yeah, okay. So we'll glue that on first. Let's just ink round that. Like so. So I'm going to glue that on first. So oh, this does not want to come out. It's cold now. I think that is gone outside and left Paddy. Now he thinks he's shut out of here. He won't be happy. So, come on, Mr. Cosmic Shimmer. This is a very apt name for this Cosmos kit. So, I'm just going to ink round there. Just going to turn that over. Yeah, that's fine, because we're going to have to cover the back of this one anyway. So we'll put this on first. Okay. So we're going to have it not sticking out too far. A bit like that. Line that up with my mat. So I will collage over the top of it. Like so. Right, okay. Yeah, so we have to cover the back, so we're going to have that up there, and this was here. So let's put this down first. Oh, he's going to start whining. Can you hear him? Oh dear. Oh. No peace, is there? Right, I just have to open the door. Hold on. Come on, Paddy. Come on. And then this piece next. Really scrappy piece. Be a good boy now. Come on. Why don't you go and lie down on your bed and have a rest? Why don't you? Why don't you have a rest? Here you are. Take this. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You just never know. Pets, do you? What are they going to be doing? He's just found a very noisy toy. He's doing it deliberately, I think, because he wants my attention. I said to you yesterday when we were gardening, he was very naughty, getting rubbish out of a bin bag that we'd got in the conservatory to actually put out in the bin. And we were gardening, and I thought, oh, I'll do that after I finished. When I tidy up, I'll get that, you know, we'll put it in the bin. And he we were doing something around the back of the shed and we could hear all this noise. I thought, that doesn't sound like one of his toys. It actually sounded like he punctured a big, you know, football. And I thought, well, he doesn't have one of those for that reason, really. And lo and behold, he was in, when I looked round the corner of the shed, he was in the conservatory by the door, halfway inside this bag of rubbish, getting out what he thought was nice tasty morsels to packaging, you know, that he thought, oh, that smells nice, let's have a lick around that and see what that tastes of. And go and lie down, Paddy, please. Good boy. Yeah, so that's what he was up to. Very naughty. And he does naughty things when he knows he's not getting any attention. He's just like a child in that respect. You know, when children go quiet, particularly toddlers, and you wonder what they're up to, it usually means they're up to no good. Certainly when mine were little, that definitely was the case. So I'm just going to put a thin line of glue here and here, just a little bit in the middle. Yeah, so he was definitely up to no good and he's very naughty. And then I found that he'd been doing it obviously for some time, but quietly, till he reached this particular empty, I think it was a yogurt pot or something. He does like yogurt pots, and he'd obviously been bringing things out into the garden, and there's one spot behind a little area where there's little picket fence. We've got a tiny garden, but there's an area where there's, in front of the shed, the flower bed, and in front of that's a very low little picket fence. It's quite cute. And he thinks that if he puts things in there, he doesn't need to worry too much about stuff. So yeah, so yes, is that going to stick down? He thinks that we're not going to find them. We obviously can see them. Clear as mud. So hopefully that's going to stick down on that. I think if not, we may have to use a bit of 3-in-1. Then we're going to put this up here. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of put that so that you can still see the music paper underneath, and I like that. There, so on the back now, what have we got for the back? Well, we have got some scraps of coffee dyed paper. That's not going to be big enough. Has to really cover most of the back. So let's see. This is going to be perfect, I think. So what I'm going to do is just stick it to that paper, some tea dyed paper. So I'm just going to glue all the way around there, right to the edges, and then I'll cut round it. This is not coming out very thickly like it normally does once it gets going, so I think it's feeling the temperature at the moment. Come on. By the time you get it all undone and my pins come off my topper again, my glue topper, the other glue's dried up, so that's better. Okay, so I just have to go around the edges again, like so. Okay, and then and I want a particular side of this. They're both very nice, so I'm just placing that so I need to place that right at the top and like that, and let's give that burnish like so, and we will cut round it. So I can cut down the back because I didn't glue it down on the other side, the tab. Like so. Oh, hopefully Paddy's gone and settled down. He normally creates when Daddy goes out. Right. Okay. That's fine. That's a nice journaling spot there on the back that I pressed down. Oh, I'm very happy with that. So that's one. Put that there to dry. Okay, so we'll make this one, but I'm not sure about a tab. So let me just test that one. If I had it up the other way, I'm not saying it's going in this way, but I have to have it up that way to test the tab out. But say I put it in, say it was up the right way, and it went in like that. Actually, that's perfect. I have to make sure the tab is in far enough. So this one is going to fit in here, like so, and that is okay. So you have to make sure, there, that's fine. So just take that back out and dry it, make sure it's completely dry. Right, so that's one done. Okay, so we will perhaps put a tab on, but we'll have to make it a little bit narrower on the end than this one. So we'll do the tab again. Let's see, a piece of this would be fine. So I'm just going to use the guillotine and make another one. Again, it doesn't have to be any particular size. So that's kind of directional. Well, that's nice. So I'm just going to again fold it down like that. Fold it over in half, but not crease it. And it's going on like that, so it's that needs to be curved over, and see what that looks like. Okay, so that can go underneath all of this. Kind of roughly have them in the order they're supposed to be in, so that will go there, and that will just literally show there. So, and again, I'm going to back that. So let's ink round this. Okay. glue that down so we can collage over the top and cover it with the, so it's now coming out very much more happier than it was. So I'm going to kind of gauge it for kind of down the side, in the center, push it in a little bit. I think it will need to go in a little bit more than that. Like so. Okay. Right. Okay, so I want this up here. I don't know, I didn't ink around any of these, so we'll ink as we go. We want the inked edge sort of there, I think. Okay, and then that will go there, and this is going here. So we get that down next. Okay, and then this is going to go kind of there, I think. I must do some dyeing of papers. Really low on them at the moment. Where's my dry wipe? Here it is. So then that is going to go there like so, and we will have this up here. So I'll put this down next. Shame to have to glue the back down, isn't it? Never mind. I was looking in my stash yesterday, and I noticed that I had a couple of these cards that were sent to me in a pack, you know, of ephemera pack kind of thing. So I guess someone else had originally had this kit and not, you know, this scrapbook kit, and not used it all. So again, I think we're going to use this lace here. So we just want a piece. About there. Always trim it off. That wasn't very straight, Susan. Right, let's put this down. So I want it a little bit above here. Okay, and then this, let's use this Beacon 3-in-1 because I'm not convinced. I may have to go back over the other one and put a bit of this underneath it to anchor it down, because I don't think the Cosmic Shimmer sticks very well to material. So got that there, which is nice. And this one. Up here, like that. Okay, and then we're going to cover the back. Let's make sure we've got enough of that. That piece isn't quite big enough, so I have to use a new sheet. Okay, so let's I'm actually not going to use the tear ruler. I don't want it jaggedy on both. I only want it similar both sides. So this is a cut side, and I either cut it or I tear it, but it doesn't look as jaggedy as it would with that tear ruler, so that's fine. Okay, I may be able to just tear that down there and save that piece, you see. Right. Okay. Glue. Don't mind that little edge showing there, because that's just blue, no words. Okay, let's get that varnish while it's wet. Spread it out like that. Okay. This time I've only got a little bit to trim off. Lace needs trimming anyway. That one may need a little bit more glue underneath that, and then this needs a little bit off, like so. Okay, right. Put a tiny bit of glue along there. I don't want it to impede the card going in and out of the envelope. Oh, I'm being naughty, not using my glue book. Okay, that's number 2. really like that. I really like that. Oh, I've put the tab on the same side. What an idiot. Oh, what an idiot I am. If I cut that down, that could look like a bit of collaging. Right, we'll have to do that, and we'll have to make another one. So, let's use the guillotine. Oh, you were telling me, weren't you? You've got it on. I've done that before, you know. Okay. Well, nothing is a disaster. See, it looks a bit like collage. Okay. Extra collage there. And bring back the folio. I've got it on my trolley, so I have to lean over. Excuse the chair, it keeps pinging every time I lean over. So this is designed for this pocket here. Okay. Trouble is, I don't know that I might put a ribbon one on this, because that would be less bulky, wouldn't it? Good idea, Susan. Let's have a look, see what we've got in here. We could put on the side, a bit of that maybe, or oh, I've got my box here, sorry, that is going to chime again. Got a bit of lace, this colour. That would be quite nice. Have I got anything thinner, I wonder, in here? Let's see, I've got I've got a tag there that can go in. These are bits from the pad. I need something else, I think. Let me get my scrap jar, because in there will be bits of lace, amongst other things. So I just need to find a piece. Another nice sort of plain piece, really. There's all sorts of scraps in here. I don't like to get the whole lot out. They go everywhere. If not, I'll have to get a fresh piece of lace out. But I do like to use up my scraps, so I don't think that would be robust enough. A piece of eyelash trim. Now, let's see, what's this? Real bits of scrap they are. Will I ever use them, I ask myself. That's not quite big enough. That's a nice colour. Very small pieces, aren't they? Always find that the piece that you really like the most is at the bottom. In this instance, it's got that piece there, that blue. Don't know if that's double or not. That's quite nice. That's a sort of, I don't want it too big, sticking out too much, but okay, it was worth having a look in there, I think, anyway. So that's a scrap jar. Tiny scraps, really, for clusters. I just spotted a piece there. What is that? Ah, that could well be ideal, because it's kind of, it's a slight hint of pink but neutral. Let's use this up. Okay, let's double it up. We're neaten it up a bit. And we won't keep these tiny scraps. They can go in the bin. Okay. Okay, right, so let's put this on, some of this. It's going to be a soft tab, really. Let me get a piece of book page. Just, I don't really want this beacon 3-in-1 on my desk, to be honest. And I've just put my finger in it now. And I hate the feel of it on my fingers. Can't stand it. It's horrid. Just putting a bit on the back. And, yeah, put my hand in it again. I always want to go for that side. I don't know why. It's really odd, isn't it? So let's manoeuvre that a bit there. And a little bit there. So just literally got a very small little tab. When that's dry, that will be perfect. Let's put that there to dry. See, I don't like this on my hands, but you can rub it and it all comes off. So that's going in the bin under the desk. Okay. Right, so we've done those two. Right, okay, so let's quickly see what else we can do before we finish today. So what we can do is we can do these clusters. I'm just moving bits out of the way. We can do the collages on here. So I quite like this. I'm going to ink mount these quickly. And these have words on. These little tags. One says, nature does nothing uselessly. And this one says, magical vibes. It's kind of a magical cosmos kit, really. So I've got a bit of washi along there and along there. Bit of interest. And these are kind of astronomical or astrological. That one's got moons on there, if you can see it. And this one has the solar system. That's the plough. I know that one. So this would be nice to collage this a little bit. So let's see, what can we use? I've got some book page that I've practiced crimping the edges on of my, that's quite nice, isn't it? Just tear that down and tear that one and that. So we've got two. I think we'll do them similar. Okay, so we can have that kind of there, and there's nothing on that that shouldn't be seen. To check with book page that you've got nothing on it. I mean, I quite like just the plain there. So we'll do this one around here like that. Okay, so that's going to be similar, right? What else have we got? So let's have a look. Getting into a bit of a pickle now because I've got so many things out. I mean, I really like this. It's just wrapping kind of brown paper. Maybe a piece of that. What about a piece of that? Just trying things. This is out of the Edith Holden book. So something maybe like that. I like the colour. There is a lot of gold in this scrapbook pad. So okay, what else have we got? Let's have a quick look. Got a bit of, obviously got bits out of the scrapbook paper pad. Some lined paper there. Some paper like that. We've got more music paper there. We've got that paper. Oh, we've got a bit of doily. That would be nice, that lavender doily. Oh, I think we've got enough to... We've even got a bit of this, which I used in my Bohemian Gypsy altered book, which is a Bow Bunny sheet. So we've got lots of bits, actually. Really like this. It's textured. Colours would go very nicely. And in the background there's a bit of music. So let's tear a bit of this down and see what we can do. I have to tear it the other way now because of the fibres. Looks like crocodile teeth. Okay, I take this edge off and the bottom. Okay, let's move these. Right, okay. I rather like that edge of that, and I think that's quite nice. Let's make it a long narrow piece. So let's have a bit there like so. Yeah, if you tear it in the wrong direction, it's all really fibrous. And then maybe, what about if we have that sort of like that kind of there, and maybe a bit of that. getting the right bit, isn't it, of these. I don't know if I'm tearing it right, really. That's quite nice. Oh, I quite like that. Wondering if that could go over that a bit, like so. Take that corner off. So that would go kind of over, and that under maybe, and then this here like this. Just have a little collage in the middle there, like so. I quite like that. I think I'm going to go with that. Right, let's see what they look like once they've been inked up. We've done that. Very hard to ink up a piece of doily. It's very, very delicate. I just want to define the edges of it, really. Okay, so let's just check where we're having this. So say we have that like that, and this maybe here, and this kind of coming up like that, so that's sitting in that really. Right, okay, let's see if we can get this glued down how we want it. Okay, so that and that, so they have to go here really, so trying to keep them together and glue that onto there. And round a bit, so that's now glued onto there. So I'm hoping I can get that back down how it was. That's the most difficult thing I find. So say we have it like that. Okay, and then this is going to be kind of sitting like as if it's in a little, yeah, so that's going like that. So I want that there really, and I quite like that on the outside of it for some reason, don't know why. Am I doing the right thing having it on the outside of it? So if I had it Yeah, I am, because I don't want those harsh edges. So I'm doing it like that. That I press down, which is difficult because this side's really bumpy now. Okay, so that's that one. And I bring back these and see if we've got anything suitable. I think a word would be nice. Oh, how beautiful. Oh no, we've got words already on the tag, haven't we? So a number would be nice. Where did I put those big numbers? I should have kept those out. Anything that would fit in with this colour scheme. So I quite like that there. That number 8. Just going to cut these out. I just want to see if that number 8 would go on there, or whether that looks out of place because it's red. It's a bit too, I don't know, not keen. So if you're not keen, have any doubt, leave it off. That's my advice. Not that I'm an expert by any means, as you know. So let's have a look for a blue label again. I think blue with words on this time. So we've got that. So last time I was looking for numbers and I found words but not numbers. Now I'm looking for words and I'm finding all the blue labels with numbers on. See, I don't even think that colour would go, really. It's not really that kind of theme at the moment. So I think that's probably the best one. Got these small ones. But I didn't want words. Why am I saying I want words? I do want numbers, don't I? Because Susan, you're not thinking straight at the moment. Concentrate on what you're doing. Right, that I like better because it's smaller. Okay, so that's one. And let's just find one more if we can. Okay, there's this one as well. So I think we'll go with this one. I quite like that. Maybe there. I'm just going to take those corners off again. I've now got a little rubbish pile over in this corner, in case you're wondering why I'm cutting them off over here. It's easier to have a little rubbish pile really in the corner of your desk when you're crafting sometimes. So what we could do, just put that there for a sec. What we could do is have it on a piece of music paper. Now, I had a bit of music paper, didn't I? Just on walkies now. Ah, here it is. I can see it. Oh. So if I have it on a piece of that, so let's just pop it on there. like so. And I'm just going to tear around that. And I'm going to pop that down here because I like that, the way it's coming round. No, I like it there. I better get a move on because this is probably going to end up being a long video, isn't it? Right, so that's that one. Okay, so I'll be doing the other one similar, in a similar manner. So let's have a look. We've got a nice tag here with some lovely eyelash trim that we can pop in somewhere. We've got those triple pockets, and which are here. So I thought, as there's a stag there, that would be nice, that one. And then I'll find another two. So that's a wider pocket, but that would fit nicely, and that looks nice on the outside. I'm just going to knot that again so it doesn't come out. This is very hard sometimes, this eyelash trim, to manipulate, I find. I absolutely love it though. So that's not going to come out. I may just trim a bit of that off. And then that can go in my scrap jar, like so. Bye-bye. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And as I say, now we've got this far, I will carry on doing a couple more tags and things. Not sure what's going here, I really don't. I have no idea at the moment what to put here. So I may do one more video after this. I'll do a bit off camera, and then I may do one more where we put something here, and then we call it a day, and then I'll do a flip through. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. That wasn't too tedious for you. Thanks for joining me. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.